Hello my wonderful sausages, as we've got all of the penguins, and if you haven't seen all my individual penguin videos, I thought I'd do a compilation video of the locations of all 9 of the penguins hidden around Europa. What do you reckon about that, eh? So each penguin will start with a visit to the room next door to Varix, which will give us a hint as to where we have to go first of all. And in this case, we're going to go looking for the little quackers in Cadmus Ridge. So this first one is relatively easy to find. Once you enter Cadmus Ridge, you drive up to this first kind of banking corner and hop off your old Spiro. Now up here on top of this ice shelf, you're going to see the cave. Now once you get into the cave, there's a rather large Darth Chicken Wyvern protecting it. So once you kill them, you'll see the force field drop down, and there you can see your first penguin. So grab that young fellow and whip him back to Varix's dump, and then you'll be able to go and collect your next one. Okay, that's Quackers number 1 done and dusted. Next, we're going to go and find Quackers number 2, who is located in the Well of Infinitude in the Nexus. So if we have a look at the map, you can see the central area on the right there by the Asterion Abyss. That's called the Nexus, and down below it is where we want to go. That's the Well of Infinitude. So follow my lead and off we go. And if you do like my content, a subscribe would be fantastic, or even better, a like and a comment goes down really well with the high-class bods at YouTube. So here we are in Asterion Abyss. Now we're just going to go down to the right where you can see the Vex structure just sticking up. Now when you go in here, it seems like it's splitting off into 2 tunnels. Don't worry, it's just all one tunnel joined up. And we're going to keep on going down until we get to the Nexus area. Here we are. There's going to be Vex and so on here. You can kill them if you wish, but you don't have to worry about them too much. We're going to be making our way down to the right here. The turbo boost to get us there quicker. It's all one way really. You can't go wrong. You can't find any extra ways to go off and get lost. Just keep on going forwards and shooting the Vex as you drop down into the Well of Infinitude. Here we are. Now it's not too far. Fight your way through the couple of waves. You want to just go round the corners here, and then once you bear around the corner, you'll see another Minotaur and some goblins and the like, and that is where you're going to find the third penguin, the second penguin. Here we are, just approaching here, round the corner. Goodbye, you gits in stasis. And here we go. So you can see now, just up on the right-hand side there, I've got a resource detector. That's because I've got it on my ghost, but that's where we're heading to, that resource detector. That doesn't actually represent the penguin. It represents some of the Europa stuff that's opposite the penguin. So there's Europa stuff, and there we go. There's Quackers hiding behind another force field, the little git. Now, there's nothing special to do the force field. You just have to lower it like that, and you can collect them. Okay, on to penguin number 3 after you've placed that one. Now this one, we're going to have to make our way up to Eventide ruins to go and find him. Which way we want to go? We want to go through the Asterion Abyss way and up towards Eventide ruins there. Now then, once you come up to this scrappy structure here in the middle, what you want to do is go up and around the back here, and it's in the same building as the Lost Sector, the old penguin. So just keep on following the direction I'm traveling, and then the back of the building's been completely blown off. And if you go inside to the little glowing doorway there, you'll see a tiny miserable frozen penguin that we can't actually get access to no matter what you do to him. But there is a way to get him out of his frozen hell. We need to get our hands on a nice juicy scorch cannon. Now then, to get a scorch cannon, because there isn't one readily available, if you go to where the Riis Reborn entrance is, you know, the lift areas, there's a big captain there, look. There's his hairy ass. That's the one we need to kill. Now then, once you kill this person, he drops a scorch cannon, which is very, very nice of him. He's reasonably tough as well, surprisingly. But anyway, there you go. There's a scorch cannon. Now let's return to where old Quackers is, and we can shoot him in the face. If you get a bit turned around in here because of the storm, the way I found to do it was to, well, you can either run around, of course, but I jumped over onto this rock here, and then if you just look over to the right, there we go, you can see the doorway there. So once we get to the doorway, well, there's obviously going to be gits all the time. Shoot Quackers in the face like that, and there we go. He is now free of the ice, and then you can go and pick him up to your heart's content. So let's return to base, stick him on the pedestal, and we're going to go and find penguin number 4, and this one is in Braytech Exoscience. So you all know where Braytech Exoscience is. It's just round the back of Cadmus Ridge. Avoid all the gits and the turnips on your way there. So let's just show you exactly on the map where we are to the entrance. There I am, look. Now then, we're going to make our way in. It's a little bit of a trek, but it's not too far and it's not too difficult. So just keep your jumping trousers on and shoot people in the face as you go in. Right, so here we are in Braytech Exoscience. Now let's speed this up a tad, otherwise we'll be here until Christmas, which isn't that long away really. There we go. Right then, so ignore those gits. You want to go out of the room at the back there. There's a door on the left here, so you want to go round there, just through this room here. I do like the decor around here, don't you? Very science fiction future-y labby, don't you think? Now it's a straightforward route really, you can't go wrong. It's in one door and out the other. Now here we come into this last area here. Now just at the end of the corridor is where we're going to find old Quackers. Look, he's parked there looking really proud about bugger all, but lo and behold, a shield goes up. But as usual, to trigger the drop of the shield, you've got to kill the enemies who spawned around him when he was here. So once they're all deaded, you'll be able to go up to the now de-shielded Quackers and take him back to base. There we go, that's him stuck on his cotton reel. And next we're going to be going to Asterion Abyss to find Quackers number 5. Get on your sparrow and make your merry way over. Now, it's not too hard to find. What you want to do is go onto the Vex structure that's sprouting out from the center, and there's a little bit of jumping to do before we get there, so let's just speed this baby up. I quite like this sparrow. I haven't taken this one out for a spin for ages. I believe it dropped from the Dreaming City. I can't remember the name though, but a lot of people were admiring it. Anyway, here we are in the central area. Now, you've got to sort of jump onto the top of this structure. I'm a warlock at the moment, so occasionally I'm mistiming my jumps. But anyway, from here, look, there you can see the accursed little penguin, old Quackers, and he's guarded by 2 yellow bar goblins. So jump over onto the central structure, pick up the region chest if you haven't done it already. Ooh, a dire promise. Right then, so take them out. I jump onto this area first, and to take them out, I'm going in with a sword for one of them. But of course, you can pick them off with the sniper from the rear, if that's what you like, you know, taking people out from the rear. Don't forget to collect old Quackers instead of running off into the night screaming I've done it, and then return back to the room next door to Varix and plop him on his box. Right, it's penguin number 6, and this time we're going to be making our way to the Riis Reborn approach. What you want to do is make your way to the Eventide ruins, and then you want to go to the building which has got the old liftamundo in it, you know, the anti-grav lift. So once you get in that baby, you're going to make your way to the second set of well, hallways, I suppose you could call them. It's basically where we split up and we can go either right or left. So let's just speed this up a little bit so we know where we're going. I didn't bother shooting any of the swines because they're all completely bloody pointless, aren't they? God, it's quite a trek coming up this way for every single thing, augment scanners and penguins. I'm pretty bloody sick of it, I don't mind telling you. We're just coming into the area that we want to be, up the stairs here, and this is the room that we want to be in. Now then, you're looking for a yellow bar fallen marauder. He might be cloaked and invisible, but he's generally just round the corner here. There he goes. So once you kill that turnip, eat void to the face, you swine, he will drop the penguin out of his butthole. And there he is. So pick that wingless duck up and then go back to Varix's room, whack him on his plinth, and we'll go and find the next one. So this is penguin number 7, not far to go now, and it tells us to search Nexus. So the Nexus is based in the Asterion Abyss, and you can see us through these Vex structures here. So let's wend our merry way there. Let's crank this speed up so we can get to the old Asterion Abyss and the Nexus entrance. Well, anyway, this penguin, like I was saying, is a bit more tricky this week. You can see where we're going down to the Nexus. We should all know the way into the Nexus by now. But what we're looking to do, we've got to shoot 4 of these, what they call Vex oracles. Now, you want to be not hassled when you're doing this, so I've cleared out all the shits and the gits before we've started. Now then, we're walking in here, and you can see there is the first oracle. Now, once you shoot it, only then will the second one become visible. So you want to turn to your right, and then you want to make your way over. We're going down toward the Well of Infinitude this way, I believe. But just hang over the edge here and you can just see it glowing there. Now that won't be there unless you've shot the first one. Anyway, jump over onto this platform here and then you can shoot this baby from there, which is very nice. Okay, second one down, third one is now visible, although this one's quite hidden and a bit of a swine to see. So jump back up onto the main area. Now you're looking at the big structure here. Now it's kind of hidden by the structure itself. Let me just spin around to show you. You can see those indentations there and there's a very slight glow. There you go, you can see it's starting to be revealed now. There it is. What a swine, eh? So what I would do is just back off until you can see it and then take your lovely little pot shot at it. Bang, goodbye, there we go, that's the third one. Now the fourth one is hidden on this side, but we've got to walk down to our right from here to see it. So let's just keep on going forwards this way, it's not far to go really. We've got to stand on that lit platform just in front of us there. So let's just go down this little walkway. Sorry about the jump cut there, but you know, that's life in the edit, sweet baby. Here we go through the light pool, and there it is. Quite easy to see once you can find the bugger, but they're all very hidden. And that's the fourth one, and that's when quackers will turn up. Hooray for quackers! You can just jump over here, or you can jump on the other platform to run around. Okay, get to pick that bad boy up, and then return to Varix and drop him off. And now we're going to have a look for penguin number 8, and this one we'll be able to find in Kells Rising, which is miles away. So get on your electric horse and make your way to Eventide Ruins. Now once you get to Eventide Ruins, we want to make our way to the Riis Reborn approach. So you know, we got to go to the lift and then we got to go right up the shaft and then pop out the top. So here we go, popping up the shaft and popping up the top. It's a bit of a trek to Kells Rising, because this is one of the areas at the top. You've got Technocrat's Iron and you've got Kells Rising, and I'm afraid it's a bit of a jog, which is why I'm speeding it up. And it's well worth noting that if you haven't, you should read the lore that accompanies all this penguin collection, because it's quite spooky and atmospheric and I'm rather enjoying it. Anyway, we're getting to where we want to go now. In this room, let me just slow it down. We want to take the right through this tunnel area here, and then we're going to see 2 more shafty anti-grav lift type things. Whip your way up here. Now as we go up here, don't worry about the knob ends, just jump past them, go onto this teleporter pad, we'll go into this area here, and then we're going to follow our way around these stairs. Now we're going to have a way to go here. We can either go right or we can either go left. If you go left, we're going to Technocrat's Iron. You want to go right all the way up to Kells Rising. There you go, you can see it on the right hand side of the map there. You can never see your arrow on the map though, which is a bit strange. We're completely out of bounds, we must be. Anyway, it's a pretty straightforward run. You can't really go the wrong way. You just want to make your way around through this second set of doors, killing swines, because, you know, I love killing, don't you? It's a Christmas thing. Anyway, here we go through the doors, and yes, through this nice red room area. No penguin there, you know. Keep on going, and we're out into this area. Now, this is where the penguin is. However, there's a stasis sniper just round by those stairs there on the right. I've already taken a few chunks out of his health, but once you see the stasis sniper and kill him, there's a set of boxes just behind him. See just where he's standing, and the penguin's hidden in the shadows there. So that's Gitface killed. So if we make our way around just behind where he died, you can see it's incredibly dark, and there's some of that fallen writing there, and there is Quackers. Look, there he is, hiding in the darkness, the black and white swine. So drop him off, and here we go, we're on to the last one. It's penguin number 9, ladies and gentlemen, and we're off over Braytech Exoscience way again to eternity. Not the time frame, but this bit off the Braytech Exoscience. Now, it's quite a way to get there, so let's slap on our sparrow and get there sharpish. Now, it's a bit more of a complicated one again. It's not as straightforward. We've got to find some git who's got an orb, and then we've got to shove that orb into something else. So let's speed this baby up so we can get there and you can see where we've got to go. So now, when you first get into Braytech Exoscience, we're not going to the right over to creation. We're going straight up the back here, and to the left onto eternity. Now, oddly enough, we've going to be coming this way as well to do the Eternity flying drones for the augment scanners. But, you know, that's just by the by. Oh, one penguin was there, do you remember? Anyway, continuing on, we're going to go to the ice caves here, leap nicely through. Now then, here we are in Eternity. Lovely computer styly here. It's kind of a cross between Empire Strikes Back and Blade Runner for my money. I love it. And I really love the kind of computery buzzy things that go around nicking all the tapes. Well, anyway, we're getting to where we want to go, so we're going to go through this doorway. Now then, there's, in this room here, we've got to shoot a knob in the face, or shoot a face in the knob. So here is the knob on the left. He's lurking around in this little corridor area. His name's Drake, and he's a charge courier. So kill him, and he'll eject something onto the floor. Pick up his orb, what he has dropped. Now, you don't want to go back out the door the way we came in. You want to keep on going forwards through the open entrance here. I think we should speed this up a tad just to get us there quicker. We can afford a bit of quickness, wouldn't you say? Right, so we're going to see the platforms just in front of us here. You've got a few shanks on the way, and you've also got like a captain, or I think it's a vandal, or some sort of turnip anyway. Just punch him off the edge. Ah. And here we go. You can see the little charging pod there. So stick your orb in, and that will reveal old Quacker's next door there. And you can pick him up and take him back to base. And that's all 9 of the penguins. That should then complete your Eventide Rookery triumph. And then you should also get a nice shader for that, and something you can stick in your Portaloo down in Beyond. So make sure you go and take that there so you can have a little look at your holographic penguin. There we go. I hope you found this guide very useful, and if you did, give us a like, a subscribe, and a, you know, hello if you want to. Thank you again for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage out.